Good evening, guys. I'm on the mic. Got any questions on over chat or anything? Hey, Rock. How you doing, dude? Thanks for joining. I hope you have a good day at work, mate. I've done my day at work. Perfect. So that's how easy it is to sync things, guys. I haven't seen before. So this is going to be like a little, I guess, police station. I may move this to here, maybe. I think that would actually make more sense to have it there. I don't, off the beaten path, if you know what I mean. So what I was thinking was here was to actually build like a desk and put a couple of police officers behind with somebody in orange, and a couple of other police officers, just to give it a little bit of a visual view. But we'll get there eventually. Hey Maud, how are you, dude? Sorry, busy building. I think that's enough clearance. That'll be alright. Good man. How's your day so far? Anything exciting happening? I've been at work all day. Non-eventful day for me today, which was nice. Hey Dan, how you doing, dude? Good? You had a good day? Sorry I'm so late on tonight, just had a few bits to do this evening. Getting there. I think we should have those pieces. There, it kind of spoils the look. Yeah, I've tried many a times, but how can I put it? You do one thing and it affects something else, and then it just messes everything else up. Pain in the backside game. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. So what I'm going to do is just build a little room in here. So we'll just use some plaster, I think. That'll be the easiest way to do this. Very high seating, isn't it? How high are the animatronics, I wonder? Two? Oh. Yeah, it's a very high ceiling, so we'll have to... just mess about with the perspective a little bit. Welcome, Matteo. Pleasure. I assume you saw the Thunderland review, my friend. Yeah, so welcome, Matteo. This is my latest build, should we say, which has been going on nearly a year now, in May. This is very much a theme park, or themed park, should we say, inspired by the Magic Kingdom in Orlando. And yeah, looks epic, so people say. Definitely has a vibe about it. It does feel quite nostalgic. But yeah. Twin Dragons coaster, two what do you call it? Dueling coasters. One invert, one flying. That's quite cool. Junior coaster here, which is still a work in progress. We've got a spin-off Seven Dwarfs Mine Trainee style coaster here that does a little bit of a hang-in bit as well. Hey, Mark. I'm just glad that that's what inspires people to do, because we all have things, you know, that you kind of have pent up. And I was always very, very good at art and graphic design at school. I wanted to be an architect, but I failed miserably at everything else. I'll be quite hand over heart honest about that. But what I didn't realize was how that something like this can channel certain energies, and you can really, you know, just do things basically. You know, as far as I'm concerned, this is just like having a paintbrush, building things, and just making things look good. And for me, I do it a particular way to which people like. So yeah, it's yeah. All I can say is practice, 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 like I always do. Um, and just watch as many YouTube videos as you can, really, because that's kind of all I did at the beginning. Before I even got the game, I spent about 6 months watching everybody, trying to understand how everything worked and everything like that, and having a greater knowledge of how the game runs and works and how you do it, how you build, um, and how you equally kind of distribute lumps of pieces, should we say, throughout the map, and where you put them on the map makes a big difference to how the game runs. So if you spread things out, so like for instance, this water ride here, it's probably going to be about 10,000 pieces by the time I'm finished with it. But the thing is, it branches off to here, and you see how you got the different level of detail within the trees, kind of how the graphics work. It kind of just lowers everything. I can't remember what it's called, anti-analyzing, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you have branches off of theming, you're only looking at what you're at in the area. You know what I mean? And at the minute, we're at 80 plus thousand pieces now, and we are getting 29 frames a second in pause. Obviously, with only a few guests in. And we're getting exactly the same in play mode, but now we're down to 26, 23, back up to 30. So it's yeah, knowing how the game works really does help. How to use the game as well helps. But yeah, no, welcome to the channel, guys. Hit the sub if you want, dude. You know, get those notifications coming in for whenever I'm online. I'm pretty much on every week, not consistently on every night, purely because tiredness and so forth, lacking inspiration, you name it. And yeah, but no, here all the time, guys. Any questions, just fire away. Yeah, sorry there, Matteo. I totally misread your message, buddy. Just read it back now. My apologies. I don't know of Roblox, dude. I only really ever sim race and play Planet Coaster. Yeah, sounds a bit ignorant, but my apologies. Right, how can we make this... Right, do you know what? I'm going to come back to that, because I weren't planning on doing that tonight. I was planning on trying to get the fascias up. So this is kind of how I want to make that path look. Obviously it goes round, so we'll see. But that came out quite nice. The coaster goes through over. Yeah, it's quite a cool view actually. There you go. Yeah. Need to get building, don't I? I just, I don't know. I was looking at, how can I put it? I was looking at some pictures earlier and I just struggle with, I mean, that came out okay. I've still got to finish the top off. I've got to figure out what I'm going to use to cover that off. But it just, I don't know. Because I don't want to go too high. That's the problem. That's kind of the highest I want to go to. Because the problem is if you have something... Well, mind you, we could put a tree in there and stuff, make it cover it up a bit, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see. But it's, that feels a lot more... with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that looks quite cool. It's good at night time. These street lights are quite good as well. They give a good light. Just need to try and replicate that down there with a smaller one. If you know what I mean? That is so cool. So you got some good interactions here because obviously it's kind of indoor predominantly, but you're going to be able to see through the windows, so you're going to be able to see it go round. And then also I thought it was quite a good little view where it comes over the top there. I do want it to kind of hang off the edge of the building, but as it comes through here as well, it just looks so cool. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It's just having the time nowadays, guys. Now that I'm back at work, and the energy really. Even the sim racing's taken a bit of a back step this week. Yeah. We'll have a quick ride. See what you'll think. It is a crazy mouse. So just don't forget that. It is very spinny. It's very quick, but I think it's tolerable. Yeah, it's funny you say that, Mark. That's why I don't play on console. Um, it's actually the only reason why I play PC is kind of Planet Coaster, really. And the reason why is that so up? And sim racing. And the only reason why I did sim racing is because of the way the PC's set up, really. Why is this so odd? It's going up on an angle for some reason. Love this game. Ah, that's not bent. Oh my god. Stairways are wonky. Will I get away with that? Look at that. What are you gonna notice? I'll get away with that. Get away with that, I think, guys. Hey Mike, how are you, dude? You all good? Thanks for joining the stream. Wow, up to 8 viewers. Hey guys, join the chat. Say hello. Ask me any questions. I'll be as honest as you like. If you want to know anything about the game or whatever. Yeah, it came out quite nice, Mike, in the end. There you go. It's still not finished. I've got to do a few bits to it. They feel a bit bland, so I don't know what I want to do yet. So we'll get back to that. And tonight's little build, we just kind of built this police station on the corner here. I've moved the police car, so that opens up the path a little bit more. It just felt a little bit thin through here, if you know what I mean, too close together. But that's mainly because of how I've had to do the coaster. But yeah. No worries, Mark. Catch you soon, dude. Thanks for joining. Appreciated. So where was I? Stairwell. What color should we do the interior of this? So I have to be a bit more strategic about this, actually. So we need an upright. Yes, thank you. Let's do that. Do it brown. Brown. I suppose really we've got to have the walkway in for realism purposes. Does it good? It looks nice at night time. I haven't finished lighting it up yet. So yeah, Ryberg Theatre. I think that works. It's nothing like the. I don't know what. I don't know why. What's the one at Phantasialand called? Brookberg. That's it. Sounds a bit of a rip-off, to be honest, but anyway. Gonna be too low, isn't it? Dang it. Yeah, I'd love to go as well, to be honest with you. We before COVID hit, we were planning of doing like a 2 week tour, a drive. Go over to Belgium, over through Netherlands, do a load of parks, obviously, along the way. And what else was it? Head down to Germany and end up in Salou at Port Aventura. COVID came, cancelled that. Jobless, cancelled that. Then the price of everything has rocketed. So it's kind of like, what do you do? What do you do? You know? Bit of a shit. All my parks have been spotlighted, mate. Matteo. What was the first one? First one was the snow globe. So if you type snow globe into the Steam search engine, that's quite cool. Then there was Pyrolandia, which was the first park I kind of released, which was the pure pirate park. And then we had Funderland Amusement Park. And then we had Funderland Adventure Valley. Got a feeling that's too close. It needs to go there. Or it probably needs to go there, to be honest with you. It ruined everything, mate, COVID. Literally everything, but I'm not going into negativity anymore. But yeah. That was what we were going to do. And to be honest with you, you could still do it, but it would just... It's just the price of everything. You know, the cost of how much fuel would cost. It'd be cheaper to do it by train, if you know what I mean. But it's like even at a weekend in Disneyland Paris, for instance. And it's near enough, damn it, 2 nights is 1,200 quid. When you look at food and all the bits and bobs, and you sit there and you think £600 a day to go to Disneyland Paris, just insane. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm getting more conscious of money. I don't know. It's just weird. Cost of just everything. It's amazing. Mind you, fuel's gone down a bit, which is good. Little bitty bit. Nailed it. Yeah, never been there. That's another place we were going to visit, along with Efteling and is it Plopsaland and all those kind of places. Because before COVID, it was like to get into those places. It was like I think it was something like 22 quid, 26 quid, most of them. Where now it's just insane. But then you put together you know, the tenfold in fuel and everything is just insane. But anyway, one day, I'd like to go to Europa Park. I think that'd be cool. And to be fair, I think I would love to go to Florida one time, but I think it probably another 5 to 6 years time, once all the parks and everything are open and so forth. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I have to see what happens for the future, really. But yeah. See if YouTube takes off. I'll go and do a vlog for you guys. Yeah, it weren't really much at all. Where now it's, you know, it's not just fuel and stuff. It's food, you know, accommodation, everything, everything. Yeah, you still get cheap flights, which blows my mind. But then it's just when you add everything else up, crazy. Anyway, where are we? We're looking good here, I think. So I just need to pause one just up here. My favourite park I've ever been to. It's a hard one to answer because I've been to Florida a lot of times. I'm not going to say how many times I've been. And for me, it's just Florida. That's what I love. And the reason why, what I mean by that, is if you go down to Busch Gardens, it's not as themed as the other parks. Same with SeaWorld. It's not really themed hugely. And you have that as, I kind of regard that as the Six Flags kind of feel to Florida. But then the first thing I do when I get off the aeroplane and checked into the hotel is go straight to Magic Kingdom and walk up to the castle and have a tear run down my face. So Disney again, I think for me it's just Florida kind of caters for all, and I think that's where it's a hard one for me to answer. You know, I do like Universal Studios, but I mean the last time I went, what was I was 34, 35. Last time I went there I must have been about 30, and Hulk made me black out, you know. So things have changed, but then I'd love to go on the Velocicoaster and stuff like that. I really would. So I think there is no one park for me. Yeah, and there's so many other things I'd love to experience. I'd love to go to California, go to the whole Disney area there, just see it from that perspective, from the older school perspective in the original Disneyland. And the reason why I say that is because Magic Kingdom now is very different to how it used to be 20, 30 years ago, where Disneyland is very similar, but it has more old stuff like the tours of Walt Disney and everything like that. So stuff I enjoy, the behind the scenes stuff as well. Yeah. Whereabouts are you then, Matteo? Yeah, Disneyland Paris is cool. It is cool. I like it. I do enjoy it there. Um, so annoying. Urgh. How annoying is that? Oh, mind you, I'll tell you what, we'll have to change the coaster again. Right. Put that in. Just got to change the coaster a bit, guys, to make this all work. Do you know what? The last time we went to a theme park was November the 4th, 2019. We haven't been since. health, money, all sorts really, and COVID. But that's made a big difference now. There we go. So yeah, we're perfect. Thank that. A tiny bit. Just a bit. Yep. Now we got the headroom. Right about there. That shouldn't clip. Fingers crossed. Famous last words. Sweet, enjoy. Dan, I am a bit jealous. But looking at what's coming in the next 2 years in the UK theme park world, I'm quite happy to wait. With Exodus and everything, I think, and the new indoor coaster at Alton Towers, I think will be quite good. So what? I can do this. I can't do this. I can't. It's stressing me out. Okay, where are we? We are here. Has to go. The wall has to go down here. I think if I do a diagonal piece here, that will work quite well. Oh, we can come over quite a bit. Out there. Yeah, 2025 is going to be the year for me to get the annual pass. I'll be going every weekend then. Nemesis, everything. Absolutely everything. I can't wait. It's pretty big for the UK theme park world this year. It's over the next couple of years. It's going to be good fun. Well overdue. Going to be good fun. Where's that too close? How wonky the floor is. Eesh. Might have to redo that. Yeah, probably you're right there, Dan. Six Flags. I've never been to a Six Flags park, so I can't comment. But I would love to. Oh crikey, you guys have been going crazy. Sorry, let me just catch up on the chat, guys. Yeah, make sure you have a nice strong neck if you're going on the saw ride. It's a killer. Yeah, you're probably right there, Dan. But it's still whether or not that's ever going to be. I mean, are they actually still working on it or not? I thought the last thing I heard was that it had all stopped again. Sorry, guys, I'm really not keeping an eye on chat. My apologies. It's a great coaster. It's just far too forceful for me nowadays. Far too forceful. It nearly broke my neck the last time I went on it. I could barely move when I got off. How sad am I? See you later, Dan. Thanks for joining. Cracky, you guys been having a good old chinwag? Yeah, once you get past 30, it starts changing. In respect of the coastal world, for me, anyway. How's that look, guys, anyway? Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I just took a swig on my drink and it went down the wrong hole. Sorry, mate. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at, what I'm going for. Obviously, there's nothing behind there, but it looks good, I think. So, a quick look. That actually works really well. Right, so we're getting there. So what I really wanted to do with this room, I know this sounds really strange, but I basically just wanted to do like a circled ceiling, if you know what I mean. And the coaster comes down with it. So work from the top down, basically. I've got a feeling it's going to be a bit it's going to be a bit tough to do. But it will look really cool if I do it. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll do another update. Right, okay, so on the 2nd of May last year, I basically built this park entrance, and I had no idea of what I was going to build. So basically, where are we? We just had this kind of alpine look-esque to the entrance area. And then I was going to build a hotel down there, but I've left that for the moment because of obviously performance of the computer. And then basically I put this main street in. I thought, you know what, instead of having a circle park like I have done with every single park, let's do a branch off park from a central base. And then as I was building this main street, I thought, you know what, I'm going to build a castle. I'd seen so many people building them, and I'm not saying mine's right, theirs is wrong. It's just in your own perspective, how you look at your own work is different to other people's. But I just love the perspective that has with this waterfront area. It just, I don't know, something about it, especially with the log flume and Walt in the front with Mickey. Kind of works quite well. And then it led on to let's lay the park out like the Magic Kingdom. So basically, excuse me, I branched off left first, and I've been there many a times. And I thought, you know what, we'll do an Adventureland style. And I thought, you know what, one thing I've never actually shown publicly is a rapids. So I thought I'd theme the hell out of a rapids, and basically give it those realism touches. I don't know why these aren't working. Is it because it's not open? Test. That's very strange. These should be working. Oh, there you go. So yeah, they turn off when they go through there. And then basically you've got the wall of water, which you obviously generically get in most kind of rapids. And then basically it just goes in underground into a part lift hill. There's not much in here, I didn't really see the point. And then you just have this little bit of a drop here into here. And obviously the triggers need resetting as to why this they aren't working at the moment, but they turn off just as the boat hits them, basically. I've done all the ambient sounds. Got the tropical forest background with all the bugs and everything. Snake. And then really it's just a turnaround section at the top here. Through the doors into a little just trigger area, really. And then you get this magnificent view just here of the park, which I think is really nice. And then you come down into a splash zone, then around, up, under the bridge, back through. The train goes across here, so the train gets to see in. When you're exiting the train, you also get to walk across here, which you get to see the rapids coming around the corner here. So there's loads of interactions with it, even though it's just the rapids, if you know what I mean. But still got to finish it. There's still stuff to do, like, you know, need to do something with that. And I need to theme this a little bit more. It's a bit bland inside, so I need to do something with that. The toilets are all done. There's an ATM in there. Really like how these came out, actually. They're quite bland and basic, but they look smart, if you know what I mean. And that sun kind of dial there just looks wicked. And then there's the entrance, which, to be fair, I haven't done much to the queue. Well, I haven't really done it. Well, I've skinned it, but I haven't done anything with it. So I don't know what to do in here, because it's quite a tight space. And then feels quite nice. So, yeah. And then as we go through Adventureland, you get the train coming through the middle here. Then you have the top spin, which I haven't finished yet. I've still got to theme all this. Then we come into the no trespassing pirates only area. And then this here is pretty much, it's not a one-on-one scale, but from this corner here to this side of this tower, if you have a look on Google Maps and look at Pirates of the Caribbean in Florida, that is pretty much, near enough, damn it, identical. But I'll let you guys decide. This is slightly fatter, it's not as thin. The spire's a little bit wider on it as well, but we've only got what we got. But this pretty much, with the chain link fence and stuff, is pretty much identical. And then we've just created the berms here with all the plantation foliage. Put some shops in. Put a little water fountain in here with a bowl. Just looks pretty cool. Toilets at the back here as well. ATM again. Shops basically. And then we've got another train station just here. And then this is where I'm going to have to rearrange how I've done the foliage here to kind of block that off, basically. Or try and get something in here, which I doubt I'll be able to by the time we get the edge of the building done, but we'll see. But I'll have to move around the trees just to give that a more elusive look, if you know what I mean. So yeah. You'll notice music is in most places, but not all. And then we have this transition here. Obviously, you're going to have city into western into pirates. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to merge all three together, but it should look pretty cool. I mean, you're already getting the look of a city street here. And if I Tegicam here. And then we have a zoom in. Oh, that's pretty cool already. So we can see where that's going. That's good. I like that. Where are we? So then we go into the western area, which basically only has three rides. One transport ride. We have a boat ride that just goes around the lake here. You board at the back there. And then you have Big Thunder that goes around. Goes round, starts over on the left here. So it starts here and then goes all the way up there, down, over, under the lake, onto the island, which is an island. I managed to do it. There's a pain in the backside, but managed to do it. And then you just get some great sight lines here of it going round. But that looks pretty immersive, that does to me. I think that looks pretty cool. And again, this will excuse me, once the shop tower sorry guys, your runny nose all of a sudden. Where was I? So shop tower, yeah, once that gets done with a mine shaft kind of broken off around it, and we've got all this rock worked up with the spouts of rock, etc. Along with all the woodwork, you know, it will look a bit more like this will in a minute. I'll show you in just a moment. And then we have a shop area down here, a little tower, built a little stairwell up there. Obviously they can't use it, but it's there. Same here, we got a little hotel. All the the items you can kind of get to, you know what I mean. And then we got logistics, so you got cranes, double doors so they can get stuff in and out. You got undertakers just here. And again, just doing a bit of that false perspective. It's pretty cool. And that actually is a first aid area just in there. Toilets, ATM, water. There's a staff room just up the back there. Get your foot-long hot dogs. And there's another toilet just in the back of the sheriff's jail. It's there. And then as we move around, you'll see what I mean by what I meant, how Thunder Mountain will look when it's done. But you can see all the woodwork here, and how that looks. That eventually will look like that, but this top bit obviously will be finished as well. We've got the boat, fairy lights all on it, and then we got the station for that, but obviously it's not usable. And then we come into a bit that I really love. I love how all this has come out, but this is the Fantasyland area. And basically nothing's modelled on the same thing. This is all done from memory. Just kind of how I remember things and just doing it in the Planko fashion, basically. And it just looks nice. Get some great sight lines through. This looks great at night time, this does. Excuse me. That looks so good. And if you actually go round a bit, you know, in some respects, you do feel as though you're at Disney there. If you've kind of ever been to the Fantasyland area, like this view, I love this view here. Just the depth in that, with so much going on, especially when you have a lot of people in the park. Really does look nice. So yeah, I've just put a couple of flat rides in here, nothing major, but I've kitted them all out. I've lined them all, themed them all to a generic kind of warm fantasy kind of feel. I've got to change the lighting up a bit in here, put slightly softer lighting, just change the colours on this. But again, all nicely kitted out. What's that? What is this? Look at all these pieces. What are all these pieces not being used in here? All this, I could save all these pieces. I'll come back and do that. Where were we? But yeah, it looks really good. Then we have where you have Beauty and the Beast restaurant. I think it is in Florida. I've just built a ride entrance. I am trying to do an underground coaster, but it's just not. It's just not happening at the minute. So I haven't lit up down there yet, but I've kind of done it so that the queues feels like a little bit of a maze. So when you go down it, the only bit that you realise is the actual paving is slightly different. So that's quite cool. I think it gives a good effect anyway. You see, and then people may go up here and go, whoops, dead end. So yeah, and then it goes all the way down to the ride. But like I said, I haven't finished it yet, or even started it, to be honest with you. So again, something that's going to take a while. But it looks good. It's getting there. And then this bit I really enjoy. Sorry, look, I haven't finished Fantasyland off actually. So just down here, we got the Seven Dwarfs Main Train ride, similar to the one in Florida, but not themed the same at all. It's going to be just basically a picturesque kind of thing. I may put some jewels in a cave or something where it hangs, because you'll get quite a good view of that. But the castle also changes colour, which is really cool. It's about every 10 seconds or 15 seconds. Managed to do that. A couple of them bug out. I don't know why. So they kind of change colour really quick. I think it's the yellow. Not the yellow. One of the colours. But it looks really good. And the cool thing is you can actually see that from all the way around the park. A lot of the rides you kind of see it. And that's the same in Disney. Same thing. But then down here, these are... This building here is actually pretty much the same as the one in real life. But look at that view there. I mean, I don't mean to sound as though I'm floating my own boat, but wow. And then just in here we have Winnie the Pooh's ride. I've just put a Swift Drifters in there basically, around a medieval inside castle dining room area. And then we'll just go back over here. So the cool thing is this park is actually set up so that if you wanted to, how can I put it, put on staff happiness and customer happiness and all that kind of thing, there is benches, there is bins, there is staff rooms, there is entertainment, there is restaurants, there are food outlets everywhere, toilets everywhere. So if you wanted to create a scenario with this, you potentially could. And as we come round with the theme of the mine train, you then have this lovely bridge that again just looks so nice. And then you go through, and then the kind of scene changes a little bit into a more tell you what, let's just put it on day and night cycle. Into a more kind of old medieval look, with a little plaza out front. But the cool thing about the plaza is you get some great views of the mine train coming around. It really does look quite good. But then you have this, which is just insane. So it's a dueling invert and flying coaster. So here they come. So that's the first kind of dueling aspect. And there's the second. And then there is a third. It's kind of just over here, basically. But then as we come around from that, you also have the train station here for this particular area. Yeah, so they kind of cross paths just over here again as the flying coaster that's kind of upside down. You're going along on your back, kind of goes down a little drop. The invert comes over the top of them. We just wait here a sec. See if we can go and probably see it. There you go. So the invert comes in and starts to go on its back. And as it goes down, the invert just goes over the top. So there's the three kind of aspects to it. Three dueling scenarios, and then we have this kind of I've called it Little Dragon, which basically is a kiddie coaster, and this is just a work in progress. It's nothing Disney. I mean, a lot of the park is nothing Disney, if you know what I mean. It was only the Pirates of the Caribbean bit because I just one day just woke up and felt, you know what, I thought I want to build that because I just love that bit of building, and it come to fruition. So this is kind of how the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is going to be. So it does look a bit similar to this, but there are differences. The track is wider, as in the beams. You got the beams going uprights, so that's going to be all the way around the track where it's not on land. And then you have these types of wooden sports where with this one, it's got a different vibe, if you know what I mean. And then we have the go-karts, which there's a view over here. If you know of the Florida one, again, that's a pretty epic view. Just there. Absolutely epic view. So, and then you got this Starlight Cafe. Sorry, not cafe. Sound a little bit guy. Joking. Where was I? Which has Sunny Eclipse in, playing his tunes whilst you eat your food. All kitted out, AC'd up, toilets, food outlets. We're all good. And then, yeah, so we got the shop here, which is the same area, should I say, as the one in, what do you call it, Florida. And then we have the people mover that goes, where are you? I'll click it. Won't let me click it. Anyway, this one. This one. That goes all the way around the future land area. Then we have Space Mountain. Hold on. And then we got Space Mountain here, which we've arrived at pretty much the right time. So you're just looking out to space there. You got Mars. And as we come in here, you're then kind of on the spaceship and you're looking out at Johnny 5 fixing the old satellite. There's Earth and the moon. And then this looks really good at night time. Bear with me. I sound very nasally, guys. I do apologise. Here we go. So yeah, better effect at night time. And then basically I have this is pretty much the same as the Florida one. This tunnel feels quite cool. Then we just have to be a bit delicate around here. And then basically we go up the lift hill. And I've kitted the whole room out with stars, but this is unfinished at the moment. Johnny 5, the old robot, not Johnny 5 from Channel 5, Mike. Johnny 5. Johnny 5. Me not Johnny 5. But I suppose he'll probably take it that way. So yeah, that's the inside. The people mover does go all the way around the outside as well, just like it does in real life, which I think is pretty neat. So again, it's just something I've done. So I'll go get down from here now. Where are we? So we'll just go back to the beginning. Down here. Just get back up. Just so it doesn't go crazy. And we are back. So yeah, that's Space Mountain, sorry. And then you've got Launch Pad, which is where they have the central kind of spaceships go round. And then we got, like I said, the people mover, which does feel like real life. Then we have a shooting ride like Buzz Lightyear at Paris and Florida and California. You queue up through here and you get to see them shooting here once I get all the targets finished. I haven't finished the targets yet. But this does feel pretty cool, actually. I just having an auto-save moment, guys. Bear with me. Here we go, we're back. So where were we? So yeah, this I enjoyed making. I love this little room. It's only a little room, but it looks cool. Really does look nice. And it was minimal pieces as well, which is really good. And then we come into this room, which is kind of the engine room, I guess. So it's really neat. And that room is all targeted up. I've just got to refine them a little bit. And then we come into another small room. into another big room. And I love this one because of the depth perception you get on the stars out the windows. It actually does feel like you're kind of floating through space to a point. That's really cool. Doesn't look like I've just put them flat against the opening. And then again into another little finish room where the queue sees it, and we're back to the start. So again, stuff I've still got to finish. I haven't finished it yet. And then we're back to the beginning, basically. There you go. That is a pretty epic shot, actually. Where is it? Yeah. You look at it like that. Absolutely love the look of that. Well, I hope that update was okay. Not a huge amount of building, but we're making progress, so it's starting. Where are we? Where are we? So yeah, you can kind of get the vibe. Well, well, it's not even a year. It was May last year. So where are we? March, April, May. So yeah, well, nearly a year. Yeah, sorry, 10 months. And to be honest with you, for 3 months of that, towards the end, when was it? August, September, and October, I was sim racing every day, pretty much when I was out of work. So this didn't really get touched for about 3 months. So yeah, so it's actually really only 6 months of work in total. It's just I've been. It's different to how I've built in the past, and what I mean by that is I've built pretty much area by area. So I built that first, built that second, third, fourth, no, fourth, fifth, sixth. So it's, that's kind of why these two areas look a lot more finished than the others. But it's just having the up and go to do all the rock work, do all the weeds, make it look real, tree work, sight lines, make the track not clip, you know? And that's kind of where I'm at the minute. And it's annoying because what I would used to do in the past was I'd put all the rides in and then I'd theme the ride and the area a little bit, and then I'd flip to another one and flip to another one and flip to another one. Where now at the minute it pretty much is theme everything with very similar items, just different colours. Very important. I Assetto Corsa Confezioni, and Assetto Corsa basically. I've got a Frostmaster T818 with the LCM pedals. I have a 34-inch ultra-wide screen, and I have the standard F1 steering wheel, not the SF1000, because I couldn't afford the SF1000. Plus, on very good knowledge from Frostmaster, I've spoken to them directly about the wheel. Not issue, it's not really an issue, it's just they flex. And because it's direct drive, you can feel that flex in your hands. And they've said that they've got new wheels coming very, very soon. So hopefully within the next 3 months they'll have new wheels out that hopefully are affordable, that are much stiffer, which will then up my game even more. But yeah, I'm in the LFM league. Anyway, guys, that is pretty much me done tonight. Not well, it is still a 2-hour stream. So yeah, we got 2 hours in, guys. So I genuinely appreciate your time. Matteo, if you haven't subbed, please do sub, mate, because you'll get a notification whenever I do anything. I've worked hard for it, mate. Worked very hard for it, and it's a hand over heart, an absolute dream come true in respect to the sim racing. Yeah, it's a dream come true. So if you want to have a look, see how I get on with it, mate, bear with me. I will just post a video of it, because I video the steering wheel channel. How do I copy? Copy. There you go, Matteo. Have a look. I've worked hard for it, mate, and I've waited a very, 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 very long time to get anything like this, and it's nice. So, see you later, Mike. Sorry, bud. Totally missed you. Sorry, mate. Have a great evening, buddy, and I'll probably be on over the weekend. All right. So have a great Friday, everybody. I may be streaming the racing tomorrow night. Not too sure. I'm having a few of the boys over. We're just kind of having a relaxing drink up and chat, really, and sim race. So we may have a laugh and stream it. So, but guys, no, thank you very much for everything. If I've had any subscribers come in over the last week, thank you very much, guys. It's genuinely appreciated. It was lovely to be getting to 1,000 subscribers. And we do have a way to go on the watchtowers to fully qualify for becoming a YouTuber, should I say. So, but that's in my hands. That's for me to create stuff for you guys to watch. The live streams, they're great when people are watching them live, but obviously not many people watch them back. So we'll see. We'll see, guys. But then you never know, if you guys like the sim racing, I may put a bit of the sim racing on YouTube. Who knows? But that's predominantly on Twitch. So, but guys, thank you again. I hope you have a lovely evening, day, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Happy coastering all. Catch you all very, very soon. All right. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.